Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dope. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The short hands, it's strong. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Leaves it with the running back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. Their backs against the wall in their own opening drive. Did a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
After the run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On second down, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gonna let it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Brought down at the 45. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 3, USC 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. First down for this offense. On the option. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide out in motion. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's strong. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on fourth.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He makes a catch. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hit as he throws. And that pass is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Livonia Scholes. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Noles will have it 1st and 10.
Slide 22, 42, Spider.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll fire. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6. Looking for the 2-point try. Movement here from the tight end. on the option. Now the pitch. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Going to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's House. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Trojans are on the move.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 28, USC 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he'll be brought down.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Keeps it going. Coming after it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Makes his connection. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's strong. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans are marching down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Find space on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. That's reeled in. It's House. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.